In this video, Aubrey, let's talk about the driving age, but I'm not talking about when people should start driving, but when people should stop or be stopped. Any thoughts on that, Aubrey? I mean, should people be allowed to drive in their 80s, 90, 105? How would we determine that? What are your thoughts?
Well, this is a complicated question, I think, because in the United States, for most of it, I mean, there's some differences in different urban areas.
Right.
Public transportation is almost non-existent. So what are you going to do if you don't have a car? I hate
Uber.
driving. Oh, but
I was
Uber is expensive. And
Yeah,
where I live, it's hard to get an Uber.
yeah, and I was just thinking about people who don't have smartphones or don't know how to operate, an app or something like that. So
And
that's
like
that's a whole nother layer.
that's a whole different conversation. So let's set that aside for now because that's a
Okay.
important discussion, right?
Okay. So
But
let's
not
talk about
having a
yeah.
car is not an option for most people.
Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about, what parameters, what should determine whether someone should continue driving or not. I think this is a topic that is multi-layered. But when you talk about, for example, cognition, let's just say you're dealing with, and again, this could be someone that is not that old, but I'm specifically more referring to people in their 80s or 90s and so forth, where not simply eyesight, but the ability to respond, like the response time or the ability
So
to execute certain commands, executive function and so forth.
so
W-
taking
w-
out the whole cars are necessary, the car
Right.
industry sucks question, I think that everyone should have to re-up their driving tests.
Okay.
Everybody, not just the elderly, because
Okay.
there are some people who should not be on the roads. It doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, yeah, you're going to get more and more people like that when they're older because of, just the nature of aging.
Right.
But there are plenty of people in their 20s, 30s, 40s who shouldn't be driving either.
So how often
Driving is the
should they take
most dangerous thing we do every day.
okay, so how often should someone take a test?
Every year, every 5 years, something like that. Maybe that changes as you get older,
Okay.
but you're driving a 2,000-pound weapon,
Um,
depending on, what you drive, obviously. You could kill someone so easily.
and sometimes I've been recently, every once in a while, I see like a dash cam video of accidents and things that are happening on the road where people are just not paying attention, using their phones, or just become very aggressive.
Well, it's
That's
so easy to not pay attention at the wrong time.
right.
I not paid attention for at the wrong time and got hit by a truck.
Huh.
And it could
No.
happen again. It's so scary. In conclusion, nobody should drive ever. We should have public transportation. Cars are evil.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but I see that rationale. I see that need to kinda, be vigilant of your own, abilities, time of day, and how you're feeling, and so forth, should be, things that people should consider when they're on the road. Whether they're very tired or whether anxious or just really upset, broke up with someone, and now they're going through a very
Yeah.
stressful period, I think all can play into whether you should stop driving.
So, like, I think in a perfect world, we'd have a cutoff, but it's just not gonna happen
Yeah,
because of the way our society is built.
yeah. All right, Aubrey, thank you very much for this topic on driving age.